Loveline is meant for an adult audience. Loveline may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised.
Now, here's Loveline
with Dr. Drew
and Adam Carolla.
Hey, let me give the phone numbers out. 1-800-LOVE-191, 1-800-568-3191. The fax number, 310-854-4455. Well, we have a full plate tonight. We have the entire cast of Partners, the hit show that's on Monday nights on Fox. I think we have a couple of grips and like an executive producer. I mean, we have everybody who's ever thought about the show Partners out there.
That's nice.
If they had that big an audience.
Stop it. Stop it.
Hey, all right, John Cryer's vomited and he's leaving now. He's just trashed the studio. We have Maria Pitillo. We have Catherine Lloyd Burns. We have John Cryer and Tate Donovan, and they will all be stumbling in here in a few minutes. Maybe we'll play some like basketball or something after the show tonight. It seems a shame to waste all these able bodies.
Volleyball.
Now, Drew's back from Utah.
Right.
He had a fantabulous time.
One place that Loveline will probably not be broadcast to, I suspect.
Because of the Mormon factor?
Yeah.
M factor?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty
nice, great place, great people.
Pretty uptight? Pretty uptight town?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Now, what do you think?
I have no problem with that. I have no problem with that. They handle it. They've got great values. They handle things well out there.
Sure.
Family.
Sure. Yeah. Are they racist though? Don't you kind of have to be racist?
Yeah, there's kind of one side problem with that whole thing.
How come you have to be racist to have family values?
Yeah, there is that kind of feel to the whole thing. But,
all right, I'm going to have family values.
It's not explicit.
I'm just going to need a rope and a gun and a pickup truck. What is that?
I don't know. Now you burst my bubble.
All right. But it's true. You must shun all others in order to have fun. Well, maybe that's it. Maybe you love your own damn family so much that you cannot tolerate any others.
Maybe. I don't know.
Is that it?
I don't know.
I feel that way with pornography. I shun all those who get... Yeah, speaking of pornography, let me say this.
Yeah, I knew.
Let me tell you.
Go ahead.
You missed a big day.
Yeah, but...
You missed a huge day.
Yeah, so here.
Okay, last week we had Dr. Dr. Mark in
is going to
here.
Be replacing me how many nights a week now?
Well, I said he did such a good job, and the response was so overwhelming. You with the triplets and the practice and God knows what else, the psychosomatic illnesses that you come up with each week, and plus all the vacations.
Yeah.
What's wrong with... I'm not saying... let's put him on once a week. I'm saying let's get rid of you once a week.
I appreciate that.
Let's just bring him on like on Wednesdays. Just to give you a break. Let you cool your jets. Let you, refill your tanks a little, Drew.
Ladies and gentlemen, my friend, Carolla.
So he came in here. He brought a whole bag of goodies. We had porn starlet of the year, Jenna Jameson, in here. We had to get a hazmat team to come in here and mop up after that show. But the point is Jenna always brings me some tapes, God bless her. I've had her on the morning show and stuff like that. Always brings me, little stocking stuffers. And horny one-nutted Mike over here, apparently the surgery didn't do anything to curtail the libido, wanted to borrow a couple of the tapes to make some dupes, as we call them in the business.
That's illegal. I can't do that.
Oh, yeah, he didn't do it, but free porn is basically Mike's battle cry.
I've yet to pay for a porn movie.
The point is this. He returns his box that should have 4 porn movies in it, and he hands it to me. It's a little box, just, size of a shoebox. And he hands it to me, and I shake it. And then I sniff it a little, and I go, I think we're a little light here, buddy. I knew that he was light a movie. And sure enough, there were only 3 in that box.
Can you tell which one just by sniffing it?
I had a feeling.
I think it was the kiss that's missing.
It was a kiss? Because it felt like an Ass Master series. It felt a little light in the ass department, but
Anal Invaders is there.
I knew something was up. I just couldn't put my finger in it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, my God. I'm actually glad I missed that show, thankfully. I really am.
All right, so that's Dr. Drew's board-certified physician, yada, yada, yada. I'm Adam Carolla. I'm nothing.
And I got to say, I was spent the week with my kids, my wife, and my kids were sick most of this time, and so I'm not exactly rested, but God bless my wife, who's like 10 times the parent I am.
Yeah, God bless her. She's listening to the show?
Yeah.
All right. It's the new, I have a whole new Susan policy, which is just kiss major ass.
Good.
Great cook, great mother.
Good.
God-fearing, whatever she is, and she's doing a wonderful job with the kids. Yeah, except for the little clothing thing. But the kids are nude. All right, Born to be Free. Tim.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, you're on Loveline.
Hey, all right, Adam, Dr. Drew, got a problem here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, well, just like, maybe about half an hour ago, my friend dropped me off at my house, and he's like, hey, Tim, come here, I have to tell you something. So I went back, and he's like, listen, man, I heard that your girlfriend was seeing your best friend, Chris. I was like, oh, well, I'm like, whatever. I didn't believe him, right? So I came in, and he's like, no. He's like, no, really, for real. So I came into my house, and I tried to call my best friend, Chris. But I couldn't get through it, just the line's busy. So I called y'all guys, and I just wanted to know what I should do. He just told me that my best friend's been seeing my girlfriend. I've been going with my girlfriend for about 2 years now, so.
What is he basing this on?
Well, he said that he heard from somebody that they were seeing each other.
Oh, well, if he heard from somebody, then you know it's true.
But you know, that kind of stuff.
No, it's not true. It may be true. There's only one way to substantiate this, Tim.
Yeah.
You know what that is?
What?
We got to go for the Loveline bat phone.
Yeah, we do.
Well,
either the friend or your girlfriend's got to be contacted.
All right, it doesn't matter which one you want to do.
Well, let's talk to the horse.
Really?
Yes.
No. Don't you think?
You think she's going to lie?
Well, but she might be offended by the allegation if it's wrong. The best friend.
She doesn't even know what allegation means.
That may be the case, but she still might be offended.
I will crack her if she is lying like a pecan.
All right.
All right, Tim?
So which one you want to go for?
Tim, we want to go for the girl.
All right, man.
We're going to put you on hold.
All right.
All right.
And the callers will take care.
Yes, we certainly will. Manuel.
Yeah.
Hey, you're on Loveline.
Good. How you guys doing?
Good.
We're all right.
Good. Good to hear you back, Dr. Drew.
Thank you, sir.
Good. Yeah.
Even though Adam doesn't want me here, it's good to know that somebody does.
Well, you know, a change of it was a little good, but glad you're back.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, Manuel. I want someone here.
Oh, yeah. No doubt.
Yeah. Okay.
By the way, Mark and Bruce, who filled in for me, are just great guys, excellent physicians, and I couldn't ask for better coverage.
And let me just kiss the doctor's ass for 1 second here by saying these guys have done the show before. They were hand-picked by Drew. It's not like we just went over to some, Kaiser Permanente and yanked a couple of grunts off a gurney and threw them in here. You know what I mean? Right. It's not like any doctor can do this job.
Thank you.
Although they were real good. Anyway, go ahead, Manuel.
Okay, Drew, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
It's dealing with me and my family.
Right.
I have 2 kids, 1 4-year-old and 1 2-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy. I'm 23-year-old, and my wife is 21. Now, we have both of our parents they were into drugs and alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
And I was wondering, what dangers are my kids facing? And
In other words, what are the probabilities that they could inherit this potential?
Yeah, exactly.
Is that the question? Do you do drugs?
I'm not an abuser, but,
Do you smoke pot?
I smoke a little pot.
Do you have any sense that you have momentum with alcohol or with pot, that it's something that just kind of preoccupies you and keeps going, is always there?
No, I don't need it.
How about your wife?
No, not at all.
How about the first time you smoked pot or really got high on pot? Was it just a superlative kind of an experience, or was it just...
It was like, how normal pot, you don't get high the first time.
Right.
But,
it takes about 3 times.
Yeah, and I mean, it was just mellow, and, I don't go all crazy, and you
right.
don't...
I mean, it wasn't just euphoric. It wasn't the best thing ever.
Yeah.
Was it?
No. I mean, I think at tension times, it relieves...
All right. All right. Here's the deal. Is that when somebody has a parent or both parents who have addictive disease, there's roughly a 50% probability that any given offspring of those parents could inherit the probability, the potential for getting addiction, okay? So just because your parents had addiction, it's only 50-50 that you can inherit that predisposition. Same is true for your wife. Okay. Now, it sounds like neither of you really have this biochemistry. I mean, you just don't describe the typical biological relationship with these substances, although I can't prove it. I can't be absolutely sure.
Right. Well, I can tell you that I'm smart enough off of their mistakes to go and do it.
Emmanuel, but it's not about being smart or dumb. It's about having this gene, this genetic makeup. And then either one of you, if you happen to have had it, could have about a 50% probability of passing on to your kids. That means one of your 2 kids, or both, or neither, could have the potential.
Well, the reason why I question this, because tonight I was having just a little drink. I mean, it's Sunday night, and I was having a drink, and my son, he don't know what it is, but he was like, give me some. And I was just concerned, I mean, here he is reaching for it, and he doesn't know what it is, and who knows what he's going to do.
Yeah, but that's again, I can't make any conclusions based on that. I'll tell you one thing. Hyperactivity, attention deficit disorder, is a pretty reasonable marker for addictive disease. in somebody with a biological background of that disease, so keep an eye out for that problem, okay? When your kids ends up with that, that's the time to begin to wonder if that may be the kid with the biology for addiction.
And kids are going to do that. A 4-year-old would do that anyway, wouldn't he?
They're preoccupied with what the parents are doing. I mean, their whole life is about the parents. I mean, that's everything to them.
Right.
And so if you're doing something, you have a relationship with alcohol and it's yucky to them, they're going to wonder what that's all about.
Here's what I would do if I had kids. I would keep like a
cage.
No, that's a whole different thing I'm going to get into later. But I would keep pickled egg in my pocket or something like that. And each time I was doing something and he wanted some, I would do the sleight of hand thing and give him the pickled egg and let him take a bite out. Then he'd spit it out.
Right.
Then I figure after a year or so, he'd stop bothering you. And then a year after that, you wouldn't have to have any contact at all with him, and then you could both go and live your separate lives.
For some reason I have trouble listening to you tonight.
I'm getting a cold, and I'm hearing my own self.
Yeah, it's not good, is it? It's not good.
You making fun of me for being sick, Drew? God damn it! You're a doctor. You took a Hippocratic oath.
Hey, look, I'll help you. You haven't asked me to help you get better. And now that you make fun of me whenever I'm sick.
I know. But that's because you're a doctor.
All right.
Now, if I, got a microphone stuck in my ass or something, then you could make fun of me because I'm
then I could help you.
Oh, okay. Would you?
No.
Because I'll try. All right, what calls do you want to go to, Drew?
Let's hook up Susan.
Oh, okay.
What was it? Eileen and Tim.
Okay. Engineer Mike, God, you're wonderful. Tim.
Yeah.
There you are. Tim, the accuser. And Eileen?
Yeah.
Eileen?
Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
Okay, you're on Loveline. You know what Tim says.
What does he say?
Tim's friend says.
Put on the velvet.
Oh, okay. It's not time for the velvet yet. That's my Perry. This is Perry Mason
it's time for velvet, please.
Mike, can we have some velvety music here? Eileen?
Uh-huh.
Here's what's going on, sweetness. Apparently one of Tim's good buds found out a little information.
About me?
Yeah, a little something about you. And if it was only you, then that would have been okay, but it involved you and someone else. You and a good friend of Tim's.
No.
Yeah, he seems to think something's going on. He's heard things. Do you know what I'm saying, Eileen?
Yeah.
Things that may or may not be true. We just want the truth. You know what I'm saying, Eileen?
What kind of things did he say?
Well, he said you're running around.
Nuh-uh.
Well, not actually like running around, but actually, kind of stationary, like on the bed.
No.
Yeah.
Now, wait a minute. Just hanging around even.
Hanging around. Yeah.
With one of Tim's good friends.
Holding hands. Touching.
Oh, that's a lie.
Huh?
That's a lie.
Hey, that's what he knows.
It's not as though we actually insisted that we call you because we only heard this like fourth hand through one of Tim's other friends who insisted this was the case.
Oh. Tim's lying.
Tim?
Yeah.
Tell Eileen what you heard.
Well, I heard that from Greg that he told me that you were seeing Chris.
Nuh-uh. I am not.
Oh, that sounded pretty transparent. Wait a minute. Let's take a vote. Now, what we'll do? We'll do the yays and the nays. Yay, she's screwing around. Nay, she's not. There's 6 professionals in the room. All right? Is she screwing around?
Yay.
Yay. All those who say she isn't screwing around?
Nay.
The yays have it.
No, I'm not. I'm not like that.
We took a vote. We're living in a democracy, Eileen. Yes, we are.
Tim's awfully silent here. Tim, what's
Tim?
Yeah.
Tim's soaking it in. Tim?
Yeah.
You know something's up now.
Yeah, I do.
Nuh-uh.
I would think, Eileen, if there really weren't, you'd be either A, outraged at the accusation, or B...
Yeah, I haven't heard such a defense since the guy who shot everyone on the Long Island Expressway.
Right.
What the hell was his name?
He said, "Nuh-huh, I didn't." I think so. He added that extra. I didn't. Really made the big difference.
Eileen, that was the voice of John Cryer, and we're going to say hi to everyone in a second as soon as we settle this mess.
Okay.
Eileen, I think you better come clean with Tim right now. How much did you do with Chris?
Yeah.
Do anything.
But how much of nothing?
Nothing.
But what percentage of nothings did you do?
Absolutely nothing.
Why don't we just leave it at the, yays have it?
Yeah.
We gotta go.
We're going with the yays.
But it's not funny. Why does Eileen think it's funny?
Well, because she's embarrassed, I think.
But Tim is, like, really hurt. I mean, Tim is, like, on the other end, I can just sense what's going on with him.
Right.
And Eileen is here kind of, nuh-uh, I'm so sure.
She's kind of laughing and not really caring.
All right.
Well, it's because the boy that told him is like
I don't know what to think.
a liar.
He's a liar.
Yes, he lies about all that kind of stuff.
Well, I mean, I've known him for a long time. He usually doesn't lie like that.
Why would he lie?
Because he always tries to get girls and guys.
But Eileen, why would it be funny that Tim is in incredible pain right now? I mean, he wants to be reassured, not to have you dismiss this as, oh, well, it's just one of those things.
No, I'm totally, absolutely serious. I have not done anything.
All right, Eileen, I'm giving you 15 seconds to paint a picture that we're all going to see very clearly here about your love for Tim, and then we'll take a vote, and that will be that. You ready?
Yeah.
She's really going to enjoy this. That kind of gusto.
You go, girl. Convince him.
You ready, Eileen?
Yeah.
Go.
I love you, Tim.
Oh, well.
Yeah, well,
Hold on, Tim. She's got another 4 seconds.
More colors in the picture.
Eileen.
Yeah.
Paint away.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry. We have some lovely parting gifts for you, Eileen. We have Tim, the home game. Eileen.
Yeah, it is ours.
Yeah. We don't. Yes, we don't want to make light of this very serious situation. Well, maybe a little bit. Tim.
Yeah.
I don't know. This doesn't sound. I'll tell you what my take on this. This is lose-lose. Either she screwed around on you, or she didn't, and she just does not have enough wind in her sail when it comes to the relationship. I mean, if you know what I mean. I mean, this is not someone who is fighting for the relationship.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
You deserve better.
You do.
I'm sorry.
Tim?
Yeah, man.
Well, we can't. It's hard to really get a real read in just a couple minutes over the radio, but I have to agree with Adam. It just doesn't sound right to me, and you got to go figure out what's going on. Have a real face-to-face,
I'm gonna talk. Yeah,
lengthy meeting with this young lady and figure out what you.
To my best friend, Chris.
Well, figure out what you're doing with your relationship, where she's at. Maybe it is time for this thing to end.
You seem like a really nice guy.
Yeah,
and Eileen seems like a nice girl. There's nothing wrong with that.
All right, Drew. Come on. What?
Something's wrong here. Something is wrong.
Yeah. Something's wrong. Right. Something's wrong with Eileen. All right. Adios. That's enough of that.
The topic of today's show. Something's wrong.
What's wrong with Eileen? All right. Well, the myriad of voices we hear in the studio are Maria Pitillo, Catherine Lloyd Burns, John Cryer, Tate Donovan, all from Partners, all from the hit Fox series Partners. Now, you guys have a very special episode coming up or anything like that?
Every episode is very special.
You know what I'm saying. Somebody has an eating disorder.
Oh, that is special. You're right.
I actually have an eating disorder, and that's on every show.
Don't make fun of it.
No, that's not funny.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's very special, where they change the theme song a little bit.
Make it a little sadder.
Partners.
Someone might call in with an eating disorder. We have to be careful, don't we?
We do whatever the hell we want. Believe me.
We have respect for no one.
No, seriously, we sit every let's say like every third guest that comes in here after the first break looks at Drew and I and goes, man, I mean, how can you take it? I mean, the people and the problems and everybody come. How do you come in that night after night? I mean, doesn't it kill you? And I go, no. It's just a gig.
Give me something to wake up to every morning.
That's not true.
Well, no, I mean, we try to do the best when, I mean, it's like you try to do the best you can do with each call, but then you move on to the next one, and that's all you can do. If you were caught up in the last call, it would screw you up for the next call.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like relationships. You do the best you can do, emotionally and sexually, and then
move on.
Boom.
Yeah.
Move right on.
And then you make the same mistakes the next relationship.
Right. Tate, we're going to get into some of that with you in just
oh, here we go.
Just a second.
I got to go to the bathroom.
Just a teaser. Now, but Tate, you did go out with Sandra Bullock, did you? Or did you not?
Johnny,
That's what
that
I
is
hear.
such a nice sweater you're wearing.
Thank you very much. I got it at J. Crew.
Yeah.
Huh?
What
Really?
size is that? Got it, styly.
All right, I'm going to take that as a yes.
Hi, this is Glenn Danzig, and you're listening to Loveline with Dr. Drew and Adam Carolla.
Yes, you certainly are. Let me give the phone numbers out. 1-800-LOVE-191. Please, not quite on the set. Is that what you guys understand? There's no craft service, so they're pissed off here. Fax, 310-854-4455. I'm Adam Carolla. We have the cast from Partners in tonight. Maria Pitillo, Catherine Lloyd Burns, John Cryer, and Tate Donovan. Also, one of the extras from ER, Drew. Doc Drew. He's
You
aboard.
were so good on that show.
Yeah, man, that was nice.
What you did with that stethoscope, wow.
The easily replaceable Dr. Drew is graced us with his presence tonight. That's not true?
You have some
Following.
Yeah, some
Yeah, he does. Oh, yeah, he's got triplets. He's got 3 followers. Speaking of following, how's the show going? How's the numbers? Is everything going good?
Numbers are okay, but we have a rabid small constituency.
Right.
Yes, they're actually rabbits.
They are actually rabbits.
You have rabbit constituency. And the way rabbits work, you could have a big following soon. But no, but outside of the immediate family, there are.
peeing all
Yeah, you have that you have that Cagney and Lacey thing, right?
What's
that?
We're a little overweight.
A couple lesbians fighting crime.
Right.
No.
Yeah, we got that.
No. What I mean is Cagney and Lacey was on, and they were going to dump it, and they mounted this letter writing campaign, and they had a very hardcore little following, and eventually they kept it on there. This is what Party of Five
Are you saying that we're going to be canceled?
is
You
doing.
know something we don't?
No,
Is that what's going on here?
We're hardcore.
Listen, man, come clean, man. We really want
It
to.
was
I just bought a house, man.
Don't make us pick up the phone and call you.
It was just a lunch. We talked about a lot of things. But what I wanted to say is that on we had the Party of Five peoples out here
Have all 5 of
the
them,
other
or-
day. No, it wasn't the same thing where they took the whole cast and
gang.
just dumped it right in the studio. We usually just
Bob
ask
is
for
on.
the names, but if everyone's got to come, they all got to come. What we had, what the hell's their name, Drew?
Not blocking it.
Was it Nev?
Nev Campbell.
Nev.
And the guy who plays her boyfriend on the thing. Who's
Oh.
never going to come on the show again
Scott,
because I
was it
can't remember
Not
his name.
Scott. No, that's her brother.
Michael Gorgian. Yeah, that's right. Michael Gorgian, Nev Campbell. They came on. They're from Party of Five. They started off real slowly. I mean, they were like 95th or something like that, and now they're like gaining momentum.
92nd.
No, yeah.
No, seriously, fellas.
They won a Golden Globe.
They won a Golden Globe. We're very proud.
Please,
of them.
one at a time.
All right.
Fox
Just give
gave
us a
them
number
a chance.
system.
Right.
They better give us a chance,
Right.
too.
They're gonna if they know what's good for them.
That's right.
All right, now we're going to go back to the phones, and you're going to prove that not only you all fine actors, but you're fine improvisational actors as well, because there's no script for this one. Teresa,
Yeah?
you're on Loveline.
Hi.
Say hi to the cast of Partners.
Hey,
Hi,
girlfriend.
cast of partners.
Hey.
Hi.
What's your question?
Well, when I turned 18, I wanted to move out with some friends,
Mm-hmm.
but my mom is really against that because, she didn't do it, but it's like, she thinks that I should have at least 2 years of junior college because it's hard, living out there by yourself and stuff.
What is she afraid of?
That I'll just, not take enough responsibility or something.
Wait, but are you talking about moving out or not going to college?
Oh, moving out and going to college.
Okay.
Because she's going to college as well, so it's like hard.
Now she's going to college?
Huh?
Your mom is going to college?
Yeah.
So you're not going to go to the same college because that's like a sitcom in the making.
Well,
Mom and me. No, you don't do that, right?
She'll copy your homework. It's bad.
So the issue, well, you're 18. You can do whatever you want.
Unless mom is footing the bill.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Oh, Dr. Drew, sure.
Teresa?
Tough facts.
Teresa, she wants you to live at home and go to college.
Why does she want
at
to
least
live at
2
home?
years.
For at least 2 years. Let me explain what goes on in junior college.
Oh, boy.
Let me explain this.
Make sure your mom's not listening to this.
Let me tell you, I have buddies I'm 31, I have buddies I went to high school with still going to LA Valley Junior College. I went to LA Valley for like a semester here, semester there, semester here, semester there. Here's what your mom has to look forward to. You're gonna take all morning classes, and you're gonna go to one of them. And then you're going to realize that they don't really take roll and they don't care and you don't have to show up.
And then you're going to go out with Adam's friends all afternoon and you're not going to get anything
That's
done.
what I was leading to. You're going to strike a deal with yourself that you're going to show up for the midterm and the final and that you're going to cram like nobody's business. And eventually you're going to find a friend who lives near the college. You're going to get up and leave the house so your mom thinks you're going to that school. You're going to go to that friend's house and smoke pot and listen to Ozzy Osbourne and crash out in their room because their folks will be at work.
Yeah, and then you're going to dabble in dealing for a little while, but then you start to think, no, I want to get into that.
Then
You'll get into radio.
Yes.
Wait a minute. First, some guy from the Dominican Republic is going to offer you money to put heroin in a condom and put it up your butt and make it across the border. After getting...
This is what your mom is afraid of.
This is what your mom has to look forward to if you go to junior college.
You notice Adam says it's not what she's afraid of, it's what will happen.
Oh, yes.
What she will look forward
an actuality.
Yes.
She's afraid you're going to get great grades.
And I've got it. Teresa, where are you calling from?
San Jose.
On the East Coast, junior colleges are a whole different thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're sort of a fifth year with anticipation of going to higher institutions and things. A little different on this coast.
Right, because here it's like 12th and a half grade.
Right.
Maybe. And then you digress.
Is your mom going to foot the bill?
What?
Is she going to pay for school?
Heck no, my dad's been saving up for me.
Oh, Dad's paying. Are your parents together?
No. If I leave, then I can't come back, but my dad said he would support me, and my mom's, like, totally against that.
So you're gonna,
Jesus, this is really complicated.
So you're going to play both against each other, huh?
Well, it's not her fault. They're making her do it.
We're always doing something.
You're right. Why don't you ask your parents to figure out together what their opinion is?
The three of you together.
Right, sure. Sure.
Dr. Drew, I do not mean to step on
No, I agree. That's a reasonable.
Don't worry about him. He's this close to gone.
No, but seriously, that's not fair what's happening.
Yeah, my best friend Michelle thinks it's the money.
Well, if Michelle thinks it's the money, then it's the money.
Too.
But remember that what Adam described is what your mom is afraid of. Basically, that you're going to get hurt. She's worried about you, your feelings, and your future, and not about being unreasonable. She just wants to do what she just wants what's best for you. I suggest I agree with what the consensus is here, that you sit down with your parents and figure it out. Okay? Don't keep an open mind. All right?
All right. Good luck to you. Oh, junior college, what a mess.
That phone call ended like so well, and you just put such a
Oh, I did put a negative spin. I'm getting sick. I'm tired.
You're coming down with something.
We need to deal with this about you.
Here's I don't trust junior college at all. Here's the way I think.
You've got to get over it.
No, I'll tell you what I have to get over,
You've got to
sweetheart.
let go of your junior college thing, man, because...
What a waste of time. Here's what needs to be done. Here's the deal. If you were a good enough student in college to go to 4-year, then that's where you belong. If you're a slacker and you should be going to junior college and you don't belong going to junior college, does that make no sense at all? No, here's what I'm saying.
There shouldn't be junior college.
What?
There shouldn't be junior college.
There shouldn't be junior college.
Okay.
Junior college
and yet there is
for old people who want to go back to college.
I see.
That's what junior college is for, not for young slackers. The military is for young slackers. That's right.
A few good men.
That is right. That is right.
How many years did you spend in the military?
Or the radio business.
17.
I know, obviously, the radio business.
The radio business.
The radio business is for slackers. Yeah. Drew's trying to get me started. Drew wants to get me started on radio personnel bashing. He loves when I go after the brass. I'm not going to do it, Drew.
Just describe what you would do with an 18-year-old who didn't get into a 4-year institution, a slacker.
I would pull up in front of the local radio station and kick his ass out of the Volvo and not even slow down and say, "Don't come back to your GMs." And if he wasn't brain dead, he would be back in within a year. I hope they're all listening. Nothing wrong with radio. We just got a quick fax here. Dear John Cryer, is it true that You Ought to Know by Alanis Morissette is about you?
It's true. Well, Alanis and I had a lot of problems, and I thought that we had come to an agreement, but obviously not.
A gag rule about the relationship.
Seriously, you never saw her socially at all, did you?
I've never seen. She's adorable.
We saw her perform.
We saw her perform, and she was great. But I never saw her socially. I did an impression of what her ex-boyfriend is probably doing at this point on MTV once, and I think that's where.
Oh, that's where it came from.
I felt though she was really dealing with you in the audience.
She was.
Yeah.
She was.
Really
there was 18,000
Yeah.
people in the audience, but somehow there was a special thing between her and I. It was electricity.
Well, she could have been weaned on Pretty in Pink and developed some sort of elaborate fantasy or something.
As many do.
Because but wait a minute. Let's get back to Tate, because I kind of put a teaser out there. Tate's got to put
You're not
on.
going to get anything.
I don't want to go anywhere. Relax.
It ain't gonna happen.
Please. Don't defend the men. They'll defend themselves.
Okay.
Okay, now round...
Hey, it's beginning of round one.
All right, now Tate,
yes.
Sandra Bullock went out a little bit. There's no harm in that, right? We're allowed to talk about that, aren't we?
No.
I'm sorry, there's a fly in my...
So you went out. You had a couple of days. You went out and well, this is just what
Maria,
producer Ann whispered in my ear before the show.
I'm gonna have to talk with producer Ann.
Now
Actually,
producer
I
Ann's pissed.
dated Sandra Bullock, and she's writing songs about me now.
Now producer Ann just goes, "Man, be careful." It's like giving your son like a weapon and telling him to sprint across. Be careful. Watch out. Hey, officer, I told him to be careful. All right, so we're not going to get into the Sandra Bullock thing. We're not going to do it. We're not going to do it. Okay. All right.
I mean, she was dating me, but she was trying to get
Right.
close to me.
You get the job.
She was very hurt by Alanis Morissette, and it's just
You guys
ugly, and we can't
just sort of passed around the cast like a joint at a Foghat concert.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, well,
Joint at a Foghat concert.
we may get a little into Jennifer Aniston when we come back.
Oh,
just
jeez, you're just touching on all
wait a minute.
landmine.
Hold on, please. It is my job. Do you understand
It's
that?
not your job.
Do you
You're supposed
understand?
to be helping young people.
Oh, screw the kids. Listen.
I came here to help kids. We're doing
All right, we'll
this
get
for
to
the kids.
We'll have like a whole kids help shotgun,
we're
like the
all-
last 3 minutes. We'll just blast through 40. And we'll go. Stop blaming your parents. Next. Stop blaming your parents. Put down the bong. Pick up a Bible. Next.
We're all older than you. We came here to say something.
All right. We'll get into who the girls are dating too. Is all right? Is that fair?
You
All right.
don't want to do that either.
We'll get into everything when we come back. All righty, let me give the phone number out. 1-800-LOVE-191, 1-800-568-3191. The fax number, 310-854-4455. Tonight, not only do we have Dr. Drew back in studio, but we have Maria Pitillo, Catherine Lloyd Burns, John Cryer, and Tate Donovan, all from Partners. Thank you and mahalo.
Great applause there. So
when we left off, we were trying to grill Tate about some personal issues, but he's back down.
You're going to take that from him, man?
So that is fine.
He's going to kick your ass later, man.
That's all right. I brought it up. That's all I can do.
No, as a journalist, that's really
Is that what I am? That's right. Yes.
And it was
poke
great.
and prod in many respects.
All right, but we're going to move on, right? Right,
Yes.
Tate? Right?
Beautiful.
Right. Okay.
Love it.
Anybody else you want to? No, nobody.
I'd like to go online too, as a matter of fact. I'm curious about her.
We'll get to that. Yeah. John, anybody you're dating we need to know about? Tate, you want to bring anyone up that John's dating?
Well, John's had some relationships with one of my best friends.
Eric.
Great
Stoltz.
guy.
Lovely guy.
Tate and Catherine are together, and John and I are together. Okay, so just drop
Oh,
it.
okay. Seriously?
Yeah,
There's
we're
just
all-
a massive.
It's a
Come
love
on.
meeting.
All right.
And then when we get out of here, we're all going to my house.
Seriously?
Let the bonage commence. I believe is the term.
Now that we've cleared it all up
Yes.
with all
I
of
feel
our
so much
lives in
better.
one little nutshell.
One little nugget.
Traditional Sunday night.
Could I?
We used to run
Can I-
lines. Now we
They
don't
don't
do
call
that
us
anymore.
partners for nothing.
Really? Can I come around just to kind of like hand you guys towels and
Videotape it.
like cup nuts and things while
lube and
yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like that.
you know the small yet important things. Lamont,
Hey.
hey Lamont, you're on Loveline with everybody.
I feel like a crap load of people over there, too, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, I guess you guys know our problem, right?
Well, why don't you tell us about it?
Okay, I'm going out with this girl but not for long.
How long?
It's been like a month already, I think. And it was like she goes to like this like private school and stuff like that. And I want to break up with her. And I heard that she tried to commit suicide by ODing on pills. And
at one time in the past or very recently?
It was like in the past. It was like last year, like during like holidays or something like that, you know. And go away.
Is that her?
Sister. Okay. Anyways, she like tried to commit suicide. I think her parents like arguing a lot, you know. And she got like really depressed and stuff like that. And so I don't want to like get her all like depressed again because she like seems like have like a lot of feelings for me and stuff.
So she's really attached to you, Lamont.
Yeah.
Now, how did she get so attached to you, but you didn't get attached to her?
I don't know. She's just so cute. I can't blame her, you know.
Because you're cute? Is that what you
ego
said?
problem right now.
He doesn't get attached to
Let's say you're like really insecure, right?
He doesn't get attached to anybody.
I'm like pretty, totally cool.
Do you think that you could be solely responsible for someone killing themselves?
I know, so I don't want to break up with her.
Well,
I don't want anything to happen to her.
Well, you're not going to do her any favors by hanging around if you don't even like her.
Yeah, I know.
That is a famous classic situation that's bad.
You sound really hot, Lamont. What's your sign?
No, but she's obviously very vulnerable, you know, if she's having family problems or whatever, and that's probably why she's, you know, attached herself to you, you know, and
well, and because he's like really special,
and because he's a pretty cool person. Does that mean a pretty cool person, or that you're
pretty and cool, or in pink?
You get
or cold.
He's got a pretty mouth.
All right, you guys. Let's deal with Lamont.
Drew's here. We just got him in a gunny sack, and we're about to drop him in the river on the way out. We're all going out to eat Cuban on the.
Just gonna see how deep a grave you guys dig for yourself.
All right, so Lamont, even though you're full of yourself, you're still a nice guy in the sense that you do care about her.
Yeah.
And you don't want her to do anything stupid. And she has a history of this sort of activity.
Yeah, it is not predictable that kind of a behavior will manifest again, unless you know for a fact that she's getting very depressed again. Okay? I think you have to be honest with her. She may get depressed. She may have problems as a result of losing this relationship, but the longer you stay in the relationship, the more intense those problems are going to be, and you cannot be responsible for her emotional condition, especially when you have no commitment to the relationship.
And do you know if she got help after she made her first attempt?
I don't think she did because
well,
I like the other time.
Maybe you can be a good.
Take aspirin or nothing like that.
What?
Her friends won't even let her take aspirin.
Okay, well, alert her friends that this is going to happen so she can gather some support around her. Encourage her to be, you know, to get on and maybe even get some help if she's having feeling problems. But get out. Get out. Get away.
Don't linger.
Don't linger and get it over with. And you're not doing her any favor by sticking around. Okay?
Okay, Adam.
Yeah.
You know that thing you played that night with like Mark, Dr. Mark was there, the gynecologist?
What thing?
That thing at the end of the show, like that.
The speculum.
Oh, the taps when we were talking about Drew? Let's talk to Mr. Speculum?
Yeah,
it was a speculum.
The gynecological minute hosted by Hal Holbrook.
So you know that thing? Guys like really miss Drew or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, no!
Lamont!
Sure, it all comes back to you now.
ratting me out.
They played drops of things that they pulled out. This makes me sick. Yeah, like that.
Play a good one. No, wait a minute. Now,
at least have the decency to wait till I'm out of town.
Please.
If you're going to do that
this
stuff
was
anyway.
a night you were off and they had a
away.
sub-doctor in?
Yeah.
And
you chose a gynecologist?
Yes.
You could have chosen any kind of
No, I chose a
professional?
gynecologist and a porn star, so I was like wrapped
You
in.
were happy.
Did they know each other?
They had worked together.
No, but he had worked with some celebrities, but I couldn't get it out of him.
Wow.
Much like our friend Tate over here. Doing a little bit of his own work on the celebrity circuit, but we won't get into that. The point is, Drew, is now people, including the cast of Partners, want to know what I was doing to you while you were gone. And I put a curse on that Lamont for bringing it up and ratting me out. But while you're gone, I did a little homage to Drew and engineer
homage montage.
And Mike, if we could turn Drew's freaking mic off, please, engineer Mike. Yes, here we go. Let's just hear it.
You're overweight. Pee on this stick for me. This guy is an asshole. Can I say that? If anything, I want to be dominated.
Do the peyote one, Mike. Come on, seriously. That is the best one. All right.
When I was 19, I ate about 4 boiled peyote buttons and stayed up all night but felt no effect. This guy is an asshole. Can I say that? These are things taken totally out of context.
Oh, no.
I could tell they were dubbed together.
No, we just had, I had a little, I was wired. I was hot. You know, they taped the mic to me.
You're not as hot as Lamont.
Because he's a pretty cool person.
He certainly is. Leah, Joanne, and John.
Hi.
Hi. All right, good. We have 14 people on the show now.
Cool.
We can figure it out together.
Who wants to be the spokesman of the 3?
I'll go.
Yes, who's going to be Mo?
I'll be Leah.
Leah'll be Mo?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. You be the stooge that talks. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, we've got this friend, and he's a real nutcase. And actually, he's not our friend anymore. We just kind of cut off our friendship. But we're not really sure what to do. Well, see, he does really strange stuff. Like, he's obsessed with his dead sister that never existed, if you can believe that.
What's wrong with that? I don't get it.
I know.
What is he doing?
He tells lies constantly.
He
told us that his
way he is.
Tate may have dated her, by the way. We're not sure. We couldn't get it out of him. If she existed, he may have dated her.
She didn't exist.
What other kinds of delusions does he carry about?
Oh, God.
He's a compulsive.
Run over by a street sweeper.
In what context does he say these things?
He gets people to believe them, and they do.
He starts out telling believable lies.
Right.
And then they turn into these tall tales.
Is he somebody that is a friend of yours?
He used to be.
All right, we used to do everything together, okay?
Yeah.
We used to be really good friends,
Mm-hmm.
and then all of a
What
sudden...
happened to him?
Huh?
What happened to him?
He's crazy.
Well, what happened? Did something happen to him?
No,
Who
nothing
knows?
happened to him. I don't know.
He thinks he was abducted by a UFO.
Yeah. You know what, guys? You're dealing with somebody who has an illness, okay? And what the illness is, I can't tell for sure just by talking to you guys. But if he genuinely believes these things you're calling lies, he may have schizophrenia. He may be manic depressive. He may have been. Hey, listen, he doesn't believe them.
He'll tell us he lies, and then he'll admit that he lied. But then, like 5 months later, he'll start like lying the same lies again.
He may not know. He may, or he has some severe personality disorder. Whatever the circumstance. You're dealing with somebody who is in a lot of pain, who's a sick person, who needs help and guidance and getting to help so he can get better. You guys, if you were his friend, if you really cared about the guy one time, if there's a vestige of any feeling you have for him, get him to somebody who can get him the help he needs, because this sounds like somebody who is really troubled. And it may be biological, could even be a medical illness.
Jonathan, tell him what he's doing to you.
Well, see, this is the strange part.
That's not the biggest problem.
He's spreading rumors around about me. He seems, well, all of a sudden, he just started hanging out with another group of people, and once in a while, he would come up and say hi, and then...
Is he doing drugs?
No, I don't think so.
All right, well, wait a minute. Let me just jump in here as a voice of reason.
Oh, please, Adam.
This guy could have a tumor the size of a golf ball in his head, and you guys are picking on it. You know what I mean? Did you hear what Drew said? He could have a legitimate medical problem.
Yeah, and for you guys to have expectations of him as a regular person, as like someone like you, is not fair, because if he has a problem,
he may once again reconstitute. There may be ways to make him get better, but put your feelings aside. The feelings that he's generating, and you put them aside. Get him to somebody who can help him, and you may get your old friend back.
But don't you think that they should finish telling whatever he's doing? I think they're concerned about it.
All right, one more wacky quick story. Make it fast, John.
Spreading rumors.
Okay.
No, you know what? I'm nixing that story. Oh, who cares? Okay, I'm going to tell you what happened. He's hanging around with new people. He's talking about the old people. It's all that high school crap.
Probably your friends from junior college.
My friends from junior college are all listening at their parents' house right now.
The new group.
They're on bunk beds going, Ma, it's 9. What about the Ovaltine? Ma, can I borrow your bike to go to Valley College tomorrow? I don't want to be late for my ceramics and co-ed softball. All right, but John played a character called Ducky Boy in Pretty in Pink. He was a misunderstood.
There was no boy
guy.
in it. It was Ducky or Duck Man.
Duck
There was
Man.
no boy
Ducky
involved.
Boy? There wasn't a
With
Ducky
this
Boy?
weird, semi-gay connotation, Ducky Boy
Jeez, you went to an
thing.
interesting place with
I know.
that, huh?
He's
I'm not
really
defensive,
isn't he?
I don't know what you're talking about. He wasn't underage. I don't know what you're talking about.
The point is, well, geez, look at the way the guy dressed with the hair up like
Yes.
it was Denny Terrio hair and dressing like an interior designer. I mean, come on.
Mm-hmm.
The point is he was a quirky guy.
He was very quirky.
He was misunderstood.
Yes.
He needed love.
He needed love. He
didn't need to be. They didn't need his friends. He needed Molly Ringwald to call into some radio show and make fun of him.
Mm-hmm.
He needed attention.
Do you relate to this character at all?
No.
He needed to be taken to the proper authorities. Yeah, but it sounds like he's got something physiological.
Oh, this guy's a
Sounds
nutball.
like-
There's
yeah.
no doubt about that. I'm just saying Ducky Boy. I just was trying to make a segue into talking about Ducky Boy.
Thank
no
you.
one else to do.
No, he
Nice
did it really
Speaking
well,
of
by the way.
maniacs, didn't you play one once? No. Yeah, he was. High school's weird. Everybody, everybody's hyper aware of their social standing in high school. So whenever somebody says something about you, it's like, oh my God, they said that about me.
Right.
Oh my God.
Right. So then you in turn say something about that
Yes,
person, and they even the score, and it's like no one even knows who started anymore. And when we get back,
And then you graduate.
we're going to talk. Yeah, and then you go to junior college, and then you pick up a bong, and then you move into your folks' garage, and you put down that bad rust-colored carpet in there, and you get yourself like a AC/DC poster, and the rest is history. And we'll be back after this. Let me get the phone. 1-800-LOVE 191. And that fax.
Work facts in there somehow. Go ahead.
The fax number is 310-854-44. Thanks for doing that. Thanks for making me relive that nightmare, Mike. 310-854-4455 is where you can reach us. Hi, I'm Tom Likas.
Who?
No one knows who Tom Likas has the studio before we do. And everyone gets pissed at me for talking about Tom Likas. He's a great guy.
He's a fabulous man.
Fantastic. A true radio talent. And we'll be back in 10
10 what?
seconds. All right. Running on all 8 cylinders.
Humming
Down that radio highway. Smooth as silk. Tonight, we are honored to have Maria Pitillo, Catherine Lloyd Burns, John Cryer, and Tate Donovan, all from the hit Fox series Partners. You can see Monday nights at 9 o'clock.
9:30.
Here's the deal, though. Now, let me tell you something, guys. Seriously, the reason I said 9?
Yeah, why?
I want
why
people to
is
be
that?
settled in.
Thank
Because you
you.
tell people 9 o'clock, you tell people 9:30,
9:30, they're gonna be late,
9:35, they come home,
No,
9:40, the keys go down, 9:45,
They
they're in
can't
the
find the
bathroom,
remote.
they can't find the remote. Next thing you know, the show's
Over.
over, and the Nielsen log does not
Yes.
does
Does
not
not
get clicked.
reflect
Does not
our
reflect.
true-
Right. So I say get there at 9, play it safe, settle in, like a concert. Who's
Yeah.
on before you guys at 9?
Ned and Stacy.
Ned and Stacy.
Ned and Stacy. Watch Ned and Stacy. They will be like the opening act,
Mhm.
and then you guys will come on like Aerosmith.
Yes, to massive applause.
Right.
But then they,
Wait, who'd
we
you?
used to be at 9.
We used to be at 9. Hence, that's
Oh, really? So this is a good sign, right?
Yeah, we like to think so.
It is. Why?
They warm everyone up for us.
But why is 8:30 a better slot or 9?
Well,
Is 9 or 9:30 a better slot?
They're basically indistinguishable.
Terrific
Yeah, we're glad to not be on opposite Murphy Brown. Basically,
Right.
We're happy about that.
Now we're not ever going to get Candace Bergen on this show, so I can talk about her for a second.
Go ahead,
I don't
knock yourself out.
I don't get it with her fully. I mean, I think she's real nice looking for her age, and I think she's a
spit
a decent actress. Decent, but not a real strong comedic actress. As a matter of fact, she sort of bugs me a little comedically.
And you know what? I'm sure that you don't bug anybody.
Well, yeah, but that's my...
with your comments.
First off, she makes 3 billion times what I make, so I don't have to be that good.
Aha.
I'm not saying you're not good.
But, all right, I'm abrasive. Maybe I'm abrasive. All right, that's fine. And maybe I'm offensive, but that's my job. But her job is to be funny and likable.
Aha.
You see? Mm-hmm. That's where the difference is.
And she comedically rubs you the wrong way occasionally.
Yeah, well, I don't get it. She gets nominated for the Emmys year after year and all that, and
she wins.
And
constantly.
she wins. And here's what it is. Seriously. Now, I know you guys are, you're in like that with the whole Hollywood scene, and God forbid you should dish a little dirt on some of your own. But really, she is real funny for someone who shouldn't be doing comedy. I mean, someone who had a serious acting career and was a good actress, and everyone said, she can't do comedy, can she? She's pretty and she's serious and everything. And then she does comedy and everyone goes, oh my God, she can do it.
Mm-hmm.
They're grading her on a little curve.
Bit of a curve, yeah.
If she was fat and Jewish and hairy and funny looking, boom.
They'd expect comedy. But
Right. She's real good for a nice-looking blonde lady who had a career series.
There are some people that they just love to give awards to. Like Kelsey Grammer is terrific. He's a terrific performer, obviously, but he's winning like every year.
Right.
And I'm tired of it, frankly.
Right.
I'm furious.
Don't worry. This down periscope will bring him right down there.
Slap him
right down the earth. Don't worry about it.
He's extremely talented and really, really brilliant.
Oh,
but how many years?
And a personal friend of yours,
and a close
Johnny,
personal
right?
friend. And the world's largest forehead. You can play football on his forehead. It's very handy.
All right, now you done getting yourself into trouble, John?
No, I can.
You can go all night, baby.
All right,
rip
well,
into many others.
Let's dish a little of that on Nicolette. Nicolette?
Yeah?
You're on Loveline.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm having a problem with my boyfriend. Okay, I'm 13 years old, and we've been going out for a couple months, and it's going really great and everything, but he's like kind of scaring me because he wants a serious commitment, and I heard he went out and brought a promise ring and everything.
Yeah.
All right, well, Maria wants to know if you're doing it. She gave me the universal forefinger and curled opposite hand.
I can't believe people have love problems at 13.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't you have love problems?
I didn't have any
did.
love at 13.
Oh, come on. You had crushes on boys who weren't calling you back.
Hey, but I'm proud of you that you have a boyfriend, girl.
No,
but she's worried that he's
taking it
getting
too far.
ahead.
Right, his feelings are getting too intense, too fast. Promise ring.
How is he
Commitment.
older than you?
No, he's the same age I am.
13.
Wow.
Now, what would really be involved in the promise situation?
Well, he wants like a promise ring for like a pre-engagement.
Good
Okay,
Lord,
now-
that's
no,
illegal,
because
first of all.
No, because, if it's just like a ring like that you're supposed to promise you're serious about him, that's one thing, right?
Now,
What will be really
She's
expected?
13. How could she be serious about anything?
Nicolette, is that your assumption of what a promise ring is?
That's true, what I'm
No,
really
he already talked about it with me.
Yeah.
He discussed it as a precursor to engagement.
Here's the promise ring. You give it to the person. You go, when we break up, you got to promise to give it back. It's like $200. Couldn't he give you like a promise windbreaker or something to kind of get started off?
Nicolette,
What does a promise ring mean?
Nicolette,
It's when you're too young to get engaged.
I always thought it was just something that you just agreed to have a close, committed relationship, basically, right?
Mhm.
Do you want to have that kind of relationship with him?
Well, I don't know because I don't want to like.
What did you tell him when he came up with this?
Michael, we're too young. What are you thinking? And he was just saying like, he doesn't want anyone else, and he's going on, and I'm all. Well, I was just like, I don't want to hurt him, like
Right.
I don't want to like lose him by saying no, but I don't want to like make a.
Nicolette sounds very sincere.
And very sensible, if I may say so.
And mature.
And mature.
And kind of pretty.
No,
So
but
pretty.
really, wait, let's not.
Witty and pretty and gay.
Guys, come
What?
on, she's talking to us here.
No,
Oh, you know what?
Adam, I don't want to get in another fight with you. Now listen.
I would crush you
She's
like a beer
terror.
can.
She's wiry. She's wiry. Adam. You don't wanna...
She is
Now
scrappy.
listen, I am scrappy. Hey, I think you got to tell him, once again. how you feel.
Yeah,
because it's not, if you keep something that's under false pretenses, it's not really like you have it.
Nicolette,
right?
you're very clear on what your desires are with the relationship. You express it clearly. You got to make sure he hears it. Keep saying it till he does.
Okay.
All right?
And remember that if he doesn't go for it, you didn't really do so badly because, it's no good if he's hanging up on me now.
Okay, stop. We've had enough of you. If you let the bird fly away, and the bird comes back, then wait a minute. Then it
If he didn't like it, he's not worth it anymore.
Right.
That's not. What is that? Because it's a lie.
That's logic. This is love.
Oh, yes. Yes.
That's the problem with love.
Sorry. I was doing the love boat.
All right, we're getting punchy. Let's all try to focus.
Yeah, can we focus,
You guys are fixating on Cuban food. That's your problem.
And 13-year-olds, it ain't right.
Ian, you're on Loveline.
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Hello.
I have a question. Two actually. I got mono like last August.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, I had that years ago. Ugh.
And I was wondering if I could still give it to like a girl.
No.
No, I still can't. I can't give it to anybody.
No.
You sound disappointed.
Oh.
He couldn't afford the promise ring.
Maybe
But
you
here's
can give her
some
something
mono.
else.
Give her the gift that keeps on giving.
And then I have another question. Can you be like immune to pot?
What does that mean?
Like, don't get like screwed up by it? Because I've smoked it out 3 times now.
Yeah.
And each time I haven't felt anything at all.
Most people take at least 3 times to sort of prime the pump, before you actually.
Adam, are you peeing?
No, this is true that it takes several exposures before you condition your brain to have the positive reinforcing effects of that drug. Most people don't get that much out of it.
Okay.
Some people, and it's always those people with the biological background of alcoholism, and it's only a subset of those, have this tremendous euphoric response to it. And they too take 3 to 5 exposures before they ever really.
Now, Drew, what if you're like where I'm at, where you're scraping resins out of the pump? Is that a good place to be?
And have been for years.
Yes. That's
You're
great.
in junior college.
Don't give
That's
up.
where you are
Honestly.
at that point.
Yeah, Ian, it has nothing to do with the mononucleosis. So.
All right.
Alrighty.
Lay off the weed. There. I've done my bit for the night. All right. Catherine.
Yeah?
What call do you want to take, Miss Responsibility?
This? Okay.
Yes, I'm turning the screen
I'd
toward
go
you.
for 5.
Studying
Go for 5.
psychology,
She certainly did.
Well, Maria's really wanting me to go for 5. So.
All right, we'll go for 5. Alfred,
Yeah.
you're on
Maria
Loveline.
wants to help you.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Good.
Hey, what's up?
I got a question for the doctor.
Yeah, but you're going to get everybody else because they selected you for this call.
Okay.
You have been selected.
The thing is, I got a problem. I've been dating this girl for about maybe 2 months or so, and well, we've been, we have sex and everything, like say 5 times a week, and just the past say 2-3 days, I was unable to get an erection, and I was wondering if that's normal or.
All right.
Don't let him answer this
Adam.
question.
You don't want Adam talking to you
Tate
about
Donovan is
I'm
going to
gonna help you
answer
out.
this question. Go.
He's gonna tell you.
You came to the right guy. Are you having do you want to have sex with her?
Yes.
And do you are there some sort of unresolved issues maybe going on? Are you sort of like, is there something you want to say to her? Are you feeling funny about something else?
Well, I guess she might have to work things out with her
husband,
with her ex-boyfriend.
Oh.
So,
See, I was dating a girl who told me right before sex. By the way, the last guy I was with had the biggest penis I've ever seen, and this, of course, caused all manner of trouble.
She told you this?
Yes, she told me that.
Huge mistake.
Huge
and I know,
mistake.
I saw you at the stall. You have a tremendous penis.
Thank you. But still, it did not, it was not in the same league, apparently. And this caused a similar difficulty that you're dealing with right now. So I have gone through it.
His problem is a little
and
different.
It does, well, oh, really?
Let him vent. No, he's making an ass of himself. Go ahead. Keep going, John.
No, but it does, it gets better. Don't worry. It's temporary.
Well, I think
are you scared of it?
Maybe you want to talk about things
a little bit
rather than.
Yeah. See, what my big problem was, I was just so scared that every time I was like scared, so that made it worse. It wasn't physiological. Do you think yours is physiological?
No.
Aha. Well, let me ask a couple questions. Alfred, are you on any medications?
No.
Do any drugs?
No.
Have any medical problems?
No.
Then these guys are probably right. And the great denominator in all this is anxiety. And that is to say, if you're fearful, if you're frightened, even if it's on a subconscious level that something is troubling you, that is counterproductive to normal sexual functioning, and things will not work. And then once they don't work, you obsess about them not working next time, and just that anxiety makes it not work again.
See?
So you really have to take the focus off of that and just get into the relationship. Hopefully your girlfriend will be supportive of this whole problem, and it'll sort of go away, as John says, slowly by itself.
It does, trust me.
All right, Alfred.
Okay.
Good luck with
See,
the
now,
schwanz.
everybody makes fun of me here because I'm opening up and letting you people see a certain side of me.
I'm sorry.
And then, well, good. Okay.
Now,
No,
all right,
I can move on.
Let
now.
me reset. We have the cast from Partners here tonight. We have Puny Penis John, who was telling us, John Cryer was
Tiny
saying that
wiener,
his
I
penis
believe.
was dwarfed by his girlfriend's
My ex?
previous
No,
ex.
not by
Ex.
my. Yes, by my.
Now, how does this slip out? Figuratively.
How did she bring it up?
We know how yours came out.
How
but
does the
but what
penis
I'm saying is did you
slip
guys
out?
have a couple of drinks and you got onto the topic of penis girth, or you know what I mean? Because sometimes
No, I don't
guys
think women.
have some
Women have no
responsibility.
idea how men feel
Feel
about
about
it. And
that
they're
stuff.
just like, oh, you don't know, you don't understand. It really hurt. It was terrible. I hated it.
It would be like a guy
Meanwhile,
saying,
guys are just going, I don't.
Yeah, and then, it's like, and then he used to pull it out, and he flogged me with it. And I really hate it. And you're like, oh God, no, no.
It would be like a guy saying, "Oh, geez, my last girlfriend had the best breasts."
Yeah,
you know,
right.
it's like it's
Yeah.
weird.
No,
They don't.
Weird.
They don't understand.
I did. I've told this story before. I had an ex-girlfriend that said, we're just like in the mall, and we're just like, I don't know what the hell, we're like past a mannequin that was hung or something, and she went, oh yeah, I've had like every kind of penis. I had like small ones and big ones. I'm like, oh,
Shaped like a pretzel.
She didn't mean she'd been with like 300 men or anything. She just meant, you know, she
covered all the shapes.
she'd been with like a really small one and like a real big one, but I was just sitting there going, I know, I'm screwing with the curve here. I know I missed the cutoff. I didn't make it into. I'm an upright. I'm not a grand.
That is the scale.
But you
I've
sound
heard.
just as good.
So women, thank you. Women. Tate and I making up, by the way.
No.
They haven't- no.
Things
You're
are
pretty
okay
much
now.
you're around the bend.
I'm never coming back.
The point is with women, do not bring up here's what the men want to think. The men want to think that you weren't going out with anyone before them, and if you were, they lost their penis and like by jumping on a grenade in a foxhole, like in the Rocky Flyer story or something. You know,
Really?
they do not want
Catherine,
to
this
hear
is
about the
interesting.
man's
These are
penis.
very good tips.
Usually
it
the
really
first
is.
thing I do is, talk about someone else's penis. On a
Don't.
first date or something.
Oh, you work it in a first date?
I try to.
Hi, my name's
You know,
Catherine.
like pull it out of your purse and go, let me stir that drink for you. All right, we're going back to the phones before we get too far up. Drew, you pick a call. You be the finger of sanity. Jen?
Yeah.
You're on Loveline with the cast of Partners.
Okay. Well, I have a question for the doctor.
Yeah, Jen, what's up?
Okay, sometimes I hear like these voices,
Mm-hmm.
like and it sounds kind of like I'm picking up a radio station. I don't have like a metal plate in my head or anything.
Right. What are the voices saying?
I don't know. I can't make it out.
Are they sort of angry voices?
Get off the phone. I'm using it.
No, they're persecuting you in any way?
It's like I can make out that one of them is like male. No, two of them are male. One of them is female.
Right.
And there might be more, but I can't.
Do you do speed?
Huh? No, I don't. I'm not on anything.
No drugs. Have you been depressed lately?
No, I'm not. I'm not suicidal or anything.
I don't mean suicidal. Have you been unusually depressed?
No.
No.
Like
Well,
things will bum me out every now and then.
do you have any other sense that you're sort of able to pick up radio waves or things
No. I'm just kind of worried about it because
that you're hearing these voices?
yeah, no one else does.
Okay.
So
Yeah, auditory hallucination is a hallucination you're experiencing, and they can have a medical basis. You got to get your basically be seen by a medical doctor to make sure it's not something neurological or endocrinologic causing these things. This could be the beginning of some kind of a psychiatric problem that.
well, it's usually after I get in like a fight with my mom.
Sure, but even a medical problem can sort of have these sorts of symptoms brought on at times of stress. So get it checked out, but it probably is the case that this is a part of or a symptom of some larger psychiatric issue that should be able to be treated, okay?
Okay.
Get it taken care of. They're auditory hallucinations, and they should be dealt with.
We'll tell her who to go talk to.
start with your regular doctor, just a general doctor, and to get a medical evaluation to make sure that it's not a medical problem, and then you'll get referred to a psychiatrist from there. Okay?
All right.
All right, good luck.
Good luck, and you should see the way Catherine looks at me every time I pipe up here. You're really making me self-conscious now.
Sorry, but I feel bad about these things.
Oh, she'll be fine. I can sense the real medically important calls.
Oh, really?
She'll be fine. She'll run that right off. She'll just shake it off. Yeah, she'll be fine. She'll be fine with that. Amy.
Hello.
Hey, you're on Loveline.
Yeah, I've been going out with this guy for like a year, and we're engaged.
You don't sound very happy.
We waited 7 months before we started having sex, and we have sex now, like 10 times a week.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't had an orgasm. Is there something wrong with me?
Well, maybe just for wanting to get married.
But
I was just
How old are
reading.
you?
Huh?
How old are you?
I'm 18.
Were you a virgin before this relationship?
No.
Did you have orgasms?
Oh, wow, the gallery wants to know.
They sound like the Mothra twins.
No, but seriously, have you had them before him?
No.
No? Never.
All right, so you're orgasmless.
Do you have them with yourself?
Huh?
Can you do it yourself?
No.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you should try it with yourself first.
Yeah, then you'll be fine. You just got to figure out how to do it. You'll do it. You'll like it. You'll keep doing it.
Catherine, any special technique? I mean, not necessarily that you use on yourself. Not
Oral
seriously,
sex.
anything?
I can't. It's hard to say.
You do oral sex on yourself? Not on yourself. You got a lizard or something? I mean,
I have a variety of pets.
But she treats herself very nicely, okay? And I think
Yes.
that's to
That's
be
all I can really
respected.
say.
All right.
No, but seriously, you never had it, so once you do, you're gonna make sure you keep having it.
Yeah,
That's my
and
opinion.
if you keep being ashamed that you haven't, it's gonna maybe
Yeah,
get
be
worse.
patient with yourself.
So just experiment.
I
with
have
your man.
Does he know that you never had one?
Yeah, I talked to him about it.
Oh, that's
Well,
great.
maybe. Did that make you feel embarrassed? Was that hard to tell him that?
Yeah.
Does he do the oral thing on you?
Yeah.
He does.
Mhm.
Well, he's trying.
Help him out. Help
He's in
him
there
out.
swinging.
Tell him what feels good and what doesn't. And
Yeah, that's a big thing. Tell him when
men
he's doing
totally
the
need
right
to
thing,
be
because
instructed
we have no
for-
clue.
Yes.
Yeah, but here's what you do, by the way, because a lot of women are self-conscious. I mean, they don't want to go. They don't want to be like the guys landing a plane on a carrier deck. No, this way. No, you're good. You're good. No, you're off. No, I mean, you don't want to be like that. But here's what you do, because a lot of ladies, they don't want to tell the guy. And again, men are very sensitive. Men will freak out if you go, oh, yeah, that's the way I'm used to it. Yeah. That's there. No, that's the spot. That's the ticket right there.
I think men love to hear that.
Yeah, but they don't want to hear. They don't want to hear like.
They don't want to hear
think
that's how
they're
Johnny
old,
used to do
this
it.
is
Yeah. They-
Here's what they want. You give a little like. You do the grunt thing. Like
The
you
grunt
go.
thing is
You go like. Oh.
Well, no, but then
and then
could
guide
be
a little.
You have to
use
be
the
more
guide.
blunt with guys.
I think I need more bluntness.
Yeah.
Because,
You do?
because
That is good.
Because
Keep
sometimes
that.
it's you're irritating me. you know?
I'm watching Family Feud. No, but
Our
use the
survey
guy's head like
says-
you use a mouse on your computer. That's what it is.
That's
You
very
use
true.
it, position the thing
Drew,
around, get it
Drew just
moving.
said that was right, but wait, perhaps a book might be helpful.
clock.
I thought you were like
Get him
Tango.
out of this.
I thought you were like the mouse.
No,
guy.
are you
want him to
kidding?
stop. I want him
Are
to
you
stop.
kidding?
We're
He doesn't-
done.
He doesn't agree with the word
No,
I
no,
said. You do the mouse
Look
thing.
at that.
All right. We're running late. I'm trying to do a show here, Drew. Not everything falls in your little time frame. Hey, there goes your high horse. Get on it. There it goes. Okay, he's going to be replaced. I'm sorry for that.
He just needs to. I think.
Right.
Don't concentrate on like the result of getting the orgasm. Have a good experience with them, and don't be concerned if you have it or not.
I mean,
Right,
do you like what
okay.
you're doing so far?
I got rid of her.
Oh,
We're running
That's
out of
helpful.
time.
Okay.
Oh, please, Catherine, please. You're making. I'm going to second guess everything I say now for weeks because of you. All right, that is Catherine Lloyd Burns. That's just Catherine Burns. I'm leaving the Lloyd out. Forget that. That's Maria Pitillo, John Cryer, Tate Donovan, all from Partners. I want to thank you guys for coming in tonight. It's on at 9:30 on Monday evenings. That is tomorrow night.
Mhm.
Everyone should go out and see that.
You got a great one on Monday, actually. Really funny
We
show.
thank you for coming in tonight, and we'll be back.
Hi, this is Peter King from MTV's Sandblast, and you're listening to Loveline with Dr. Drew and, of course, Adam Carolla.
Well, you certainly are, and here's the phone numbers for that show. 1-800-LOVE-191, 1-800-568-3191. The fax number, 310-854-4455. Well, the cast from Partners, Fox's hit series Partners, I should say, has just left the building, and Dr. Drew, I didn't want to say anything in front of John Cryer because he's a very sensitive guy, but remember he was talking about the boy, his ex-girlfriend?
Right.
Said that her boyfriend before him had a tremendous penis.
Right.
That was me.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm impressed.
Hey, what do you mean I'm serious? Luann.
Hi.
Hi, you're on Loveline.
Okay, this is kind of weird. I've been seeing this guy for probably a little over a month, and the other night he had spent the night at my house, had fallen asleep before me. I was almost asleep, and I had my back turned towards him. In his sleep, I mean, I'm positive he was asleep. With one hand, he held my head down, and with like the other hand, in a fist, like punched me really, really hard in the neck.
Wow.
Like, and then just rolled back over.
You ever think that maybe you deserved it, Luann?
No, of course not.
Okay.
Wow, that's a strange behavior.
I mean, it was, and I'm positive that he wasn't awake.
Did you tell him?
No, I was so freaked out, I didn't,
This guy isn't Jan Michael Vincent, is it?
No.
Okay.
Has he? Does he have any kind of post-traumatic stress things? Anything happened to him ever that?
I don't know, probably, but I mean.
Like what?
He's an odd one.
Huh.
Well, odd what? He wears socks that don't match, or odd he likes to, kill school-age girls.
God, I hope he's not an axe murderer, but I mean.
You know what's amazing? I mean, you probably know more about your car before you bought it than you do about this guy who you're spending all this time with and sleeping with.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. You should know the person first before you involve in
coming
that
from
intimate level.
coming from Drew, who got some on the first date, by the way. You knew I was going to bring that up. Drew, about halfway into that, Drew's little mind went, oh, crap, I hope he doesn't bring up that getting late on the first date stuff. And about halfway into it, I went, oh, yeah, this is going to be great. Can't wait till he's done. You off the soapbox, Mr. Get Laid on the first date? This guy's scoring like Gretzky.
But he's a really nice guy when he's awake.
He's a nice guy when he's awake. Wait a minute. I want to just explore that statement. Just hold on, Luann. I've never heard that before. He's a really nice guy when he's awake.
Obviously, the sleep thing is a problem, but I mean, he's never ever showed any violent tendencies towards me, ever.
All right, listen.
Never been anything but overly, really, really nice.
All right, that's a compensation thing. He's just setting you up for when he falls asleep and beats crap at it. But listen, Luann, it could be, first off, when you're dreaming, it's not like he was necessarily having a dream about you or dream about any woman, for that matter. He could have been having a dream that, he was in some military, bunk bed or something, and a missile was coming into the barracks or something. You don't know what was going on. He could have been on a pirate ship.
It could have been a seizure, for gosh sakes. I mean, it could be any number of things. But I'm just concerned that you have the sense that he's got something wrong with him, and you don't want to know. You don't.
I mean, it was weird. It wasn't like a mistake, kind of.
Look, Luann, I'm just find out more about the guy. That's all I'm saying. Just find out more about the guy.
I think he's pretty much.
Is that okay, Adam? Am I allowed to give that kind of advice?
I don't know, Drew. I guess it's okay for you to talk once in a while about certain subjects pertaining to internal medicine, but Luann?
Yes.
Couldn't you sleep with like a lunch tray over your back or something like that? I mean, something solid.
He won't be coming over again.
Okay.
Oh, he won't?
No.
Okay, but did you wake him up and say, hey, what were you dreaming about?
No, because if I would have woke him up, I wanted to kill him. I mean, I was just the fact that I was so freaked out and he just rolled back over.
Mm-hmm. All right. I know it's hard not to take it personally when you're lying there trying to achieve REM and some guy goes upside your head with a closed fist, but I mean, I would really say that this guy probably was having some dream about something bizarre,
right?
And it wouldn't matter who it was who was next to him in bed.
But to have that kind of dream does bring up some question about his makeup.
His general makeup, yeah. Yes, and we're not talking about eyeliner either.
Yeah, okay, good.
All right, you hip?
I'm hip.
You know the lingo.
Okay, cool.
All right, good night. Jerry.
Yeah.
Hey, you're on Loveline.
Oh, wow.
Hey.
I've got a quick question and a comment.
Okay.
Which one do you want first?
We might as well give us the comment first, because we don't like it. We're not going to hear the question.
Okay. The comment is, well, to preempt the comment, I have bipolar disease.
Right.
And I hear all these people call up your show and whine about how, bad their life is because they're manic depressive. And it seems like all the manic depressive people that call up masturbate excessively. And it just, makes everybody else look bad.
It's saying giving a bad name to you people with bipolar disease?
Yeah.
Well, everyone who calls this show has a problem with masturbation.
Right.
You hear the ones with the manic depressive affliction or the bipolar disease, the same thing we're talking about, by the way.
Right.
When you hear that, it registers in your mind. But you got to realize we get millions of masturbatory calls, and they don't get into bipolar disease.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks for clearing that up for me.
Well, no problem. What else?
Well, my question is, I was recently diagnosed, I guess, within the past 2 years, and I responded really well to the medication, but it really tore my marriage apart.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? My wife, Dad just had no idea why I was flipping out, and we've had a kid, and she's moved out of state, and since then, she's become more educated on it, and so have I, and we've been getting on with our lives. But it seems like I don't know if should I continue to pursue this relationship or?
Yes. Why not? You have a kid.
I mean, I want to do the right thing. I mean, don't get me wrong. I want to be a father, but she's out of state, and I don't know how to convince her to come back. I mean, I have a career here.
Have you tried?
Yeah, I've been talking to her for a year.
To come back?
Yeah.
But she's just not interested.
Well, it's not that she's not interested, but Mommy and Daddy have money, it seems, and they pay for everything. And I can't compete with that.
Does she want you to go there?
Yeah, she does.
She does?
Yeah.
So she's interested. Jerry,
Mm-hmm.
you're both interested in solving your problems or sort of mending the relationship, but you're both not that interested. Because if you were dead set on it, you'd be out where she is, and if she was hell-bent on it, she'd be over where you are.
Well, the industry that I'm in, it takes a lot to build up a reputation, and I just can't, up and leave.
What industry is that?
Well, I'm a jeweler, and it takes a while for people to get to know you and the town that you're in, and build up a name for yourself.
Right. Well, be that as it may, I think you ought to try to mend the relationship, try to find a way to get her back here.
Right.
I would think if you
I love her.
sincerely pursued it, and if you made commitments to the family unit that you two could generate together, I think you would find her moving this way. I suspect, especially if she has a greater understanding of how bipolar illness works and what exactly went wrong in your relationship before.
Right.
Okay?
Jerry.
Yes.
Can you get me a deal on a tennis bracelet?
Sure, man.
All right. I don't even know what a tennis bracelet is. What the hell's a tennis bracelet?
Ask you.
It's what women who should not be in tennis outfits or tennis skirts wear when they go to the country club. Although when a woman looks right in one of those tennis skirts, nothing better. Am I right, Drew? You know what I mean? The ruffled panties and the socks
Line
with
four.
the... Wait a minute. Seriously, the socks with the little ball. No, I am serious about the socks with the little ball on the bottom. You know, the half sock?
Right.
Tan legs. And the way they, sweat and glistening in the sunshine. And that little grunt when they return the serve. Huh. You know what I'm saying? And watching them charge. And when they charge that net, everything's moving. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes they don't stop moving until they're already walking back behind the foul line. You know what I mean? We'll be back. Let me give the phone numbers out. 1-800-LOVE-191, 1-800-568-3191. The fax number, 310-854-4455. I'm Adam Carolla. He is Dr. Drew. He's a board-certified physician and addiction medicine specialist. And, when I came in here tonight, Doc Drew, I couldn't help but notice that they'd cleaned the carpet in the entire place. And I couldn't help but notice that I used to clean carpets for a living.
Listening to Loveline, probably.
This is probably. This is what I did instead of going to junior college when I should have. I cleaned carpets, and I cleaned, for instance, the grand ballroom at the Beverly Hills Hotel,
Right.
which is where they have, $1 million weddings.
Right,
and
right.
this place is basically like the Astrodome.
Right.
And this wand I use, not the shampooer.
Right.
I mean, if I could use the shampooer, it was a coup. I mean, I would have worked for free to use the shampooer, the circular thing. Where
Right.
I used the wand. The wand,
The thing you just-
the steam cleaner. The wand had about a 7 or 8 inch bomb, and you had to cover miles of, just tons of lineal feet of carpet. Just square. I did Edwards Air Force Base once. Edwards Air Force Base.
Where the shuttle lands.
I guess where the shuttle lands. I didn't go out and do the tarmac or anything, but I mean, I did. It's essentially they have an airport there. It is not a large airport,
Right.
but just an airport.
Right.
Just miles of carpet. I mean, it was just me and this wand, and you just open up the door, and you just be looking at carpet as far as you could see, and
You've had a fascinating life.
Carpet cleaning. No worse job. But here I am today. Oh, thank God. I'm forgetting about all this atheist BS. I'm going right to the Bible. I thank my Maker. Chris.
Hi, hey, I was just wondering. I went to the doctor a while ago, and he told me that I had 3 testicles instead of just plain old 2.
3 testicles? Honestly, Chris, I've never really heard of that.
Really?
Really?
I mean, I'm not going to say it can't happen. I mean, how did he determine that?
Well, he's told me I had this thing called, epididymitis.
Oh, that's not 3 testicles.
Well, yeah, I know, but he found out I had 3 that way.
Did he get an ultrasound or something?
I don't know. He did some type of test to check it out, but he found out that I did have 3, and he said the 3rd one is working okay.
Well, where were you when he was doing these tests? You didn't, mail your nuts in to the hospital.
No, I was in the doctor's office.
What was the test?
He was just, feeling around. He, found it, and he, shined this light through there and stuff.
Yeah. Was this a urologist you were seeing?
Yeah.
Oh, he shined a light,
through the testing.
You can, put a flashlight, behind your ear or something. And,
Right. Well, okay.
Oh.
So really what he's saying is just some kind of not totally normal anatomy of the testing, and there's sort of a 3rd one there. I don't think anybody needs to know about that. Why is that an issue you need to tell someone?
Well,
no one's going to know. You never knew.
Yeah,
Why is it an issue? Epididymitis just means you have inflammation to the sort of the packaging center that sits on top of the testy, and that's a common complication of certain sexually transmitted disease. It doesn't have to be a sexually transmitted disease.
Well, the only problem with it is that I was with my girlfriend the other day, and she noticed something was different. And
Yeah, but you didn't suddenly develop 3 testicles. Something's different that you have epididymitis and it's gone.
Well, yeah, I know, but I was with my girlfriend the other day, and this is the first time that I was ever really with her this way.
Huh.
And she noticed there was something out of the ordinary, and she's been asking me about it, and I don't know how to tell her without freaking her out.
Well, wait, I don't understand this. It's not like you have a 3rd eye in the middle of your forehead. It's not like your penis splits off in the middle and heads east and west. You have a 3rd nut. To me, let me explain something too, Chris. This is the symbol of virility. This is testosterone. This is like saying you have a plant that has 1,000 square feet, and everyone else has one that has 750 square feet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
You have a better processing. Your Keebler factory has 2 smokestacks instead of 1. 2 loading docks instead of 3.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, Chris?
Yeah, I got you.
You should not be ashamed of this.
At your age, it's normal to be really preoccupied with being normal and your physical, how you appear to your peers, this sort of thing.
Fitting in.
Yeah, it's real common for somebody 17. Don't worry. People are not going to freak out about this. This is not going to be something that's going to trouble you into the future.
If I had 3 testicles, I would walk.
You'd shout from every hillside, I bet.
I would shout from every mountaintop.
Yeah.
That's right. No, I would walk around with my testicles hanging out of my fly.
To show everybody.
Just that.
Yeah.
Well, if they notice, they notice. No. Oh, man. Hatnin?
Hello?
Hatnim.
Hi, Dr. Drew. Hi, Adam.
How do you say your name?
Hatnim.
Oh, okay.
That was right.
What kind of name is that?
It's Korean.
Funky one. Okay.
Yeah.
What's up?
Okay.
Okay, I'm kind of going out with this guy. Not really going, well, we'll go out, you know, like kind of couple dating, but we're just kind of friends and getting to know each other and stuff.
Right.
It's like every time we go out, you know, I pay for everything, and I'm really sick of it, and you know, I don't know.
Have you told him that? Have you told him that?
No.
No. Because, like, you know, we'll go to a restaurant or something, and he's always broke and stuff, and he'll, like, order an appetizer or something, you know.
He's getting the surf and turf and the finest bottle of wine.
Yeah, we went to the movies the other day, and I paid for him, and like, you know, his popcorn and everything.
That's a little pathetic.
I know, and he never pays for anything, and I'm really, like...
Are you dating this guy, or are you just friends?
Well, we're kind of dating, I guess.
Then tell him it's just not acceptable to you. That it doesn't make you feel good. It doesn't say much about his commitment for the relationship, for you. If you want to split things, I mean, some people are comfortable with that.
Yeah, going Dutch.
Yeah, but
still, the guy... You know, here's the way I think it should work. And this isn't always possible, because... Sometimes the lady has money, and sometimes the guy doesn't. But just the rule of thumb is going to Dutch, meaning splitting it, it's not all that romantic. Here's the way I think the dating thing should work. I think the guy should pay the majority of the time. And after the guy takes the girl out to dinner, maybe to a movie, maybe the next weekend pays for dinner, then after like 2 or 3 weeks, or 3 or 4 weeks, the girl should pipe up and say, I'm taking you out to dinner tonight. And then the guy feels good, because it's nice to be taken out to dinner. When you split everything down the middle, it's
sterile.
It's sterile.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
But you're not even getting that.
Yeah, and the real problem here is you should have spoken up earlier before you got so angry. Now you're angry, so when you tell him, you're gonna be overwhelming him with the feeling and not just with the message that you don't find this accessible.
Is he a real pretty boy or something like that?
No, he's just,
Is there any reason why this guy should be going out with someone? And you know what I mean? Are you at some disadvantage when it? You know what I mean? Is it like he's doing you a favor or something like that? What? I mean, I'm sounding cruel, but here's what I'm saying. Is this guy like the big, man on campus, and you're,
You know what got me really mad, though? 'Cause, like...
What Adam just said.
Hello?
Go ahead.
Yeah, we were, like, watching the movie, right? And he was, like, sleeping the whole time, you know?
Why are you going out
and
with this
I looked
guy?
over, and I was just like, whatever.
Why are you going out with this guy?
I don't know.
He makes
really
me feel good.
Why you not go out with him? That sounds more like...
Yeah, this guy...
He's really nice, but then he's really cheap, too.
All right, listen. You should not have to crack the whip. This is a message to all ladies. Go out with a guy a few times. Don't tell him, hey, you have to be more considerate. Hey, you should be paying for half. Hey, you shouldn't hit me in my sleep. You know what I mean? You really should not have to guide the guy too much too early on. If guys can't pull it together in the first month, forget it, because I can tell you it only gets worse, not better. All right?
Okay, thank you.
Dump him. Lauren?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, you're on Loveline.
Yeah, about a week ago, I went to my gynecologist and got my pap smear done, and I got a call back saying that I have abnormal cell tissue on my cervix.
Did they say what class?
Level 2.
Uh-huh.
And they said the possibility of cancer. I don't know. The word cancer was mentioned, and that's freaked out because...
All right. But, Lauren, the reason you get the pap smear is to sort of detect these precancerous changes to be sure it doesn't progress to cancer. Okay? Most women get to go through the pleasure, many women at least, of having an abnormal pap and have it followed up and to be sure there's nothing there.
Yeah, they wanted to do a biopsy, and I was just curious.
Are they going to do a colposcopy? Is that what it's called?
That doesn't sound familiar.
Well, that's probably what they're going to do, and that's just the part of the routine of screening. Just like if you had little cancerous changes on your skin, you might take them off, and they might look at a microscope and say, hey, let's take some more of that off. It's the same idea on the cervix. And young women your age, get cervical cancer. So you've got to stay really on top of it, get these things thoroughly taken care of, so this never progresses into a cancer.
And in my family, cancer, I like 3...
Lauren, they didn't tell you have cancer. They told you abnormal pap. And this is going to make sure you don't get cancer, okay? Huh?
I said, all right.
Yeah, it's going to make sure you don't get cancer. Just so follow up on it. Make sure you get regular paps and follow their instructions, okay? All right.
Good luck, Lauren.
By the way, for the listeners, it's cervical, it's warts and herpes that tend to increase the probability of that. Having sex at a young age, multiple partners, all these things tend to increase your probability of developing cervical cancer.
Let me say something I heard, not on cancer, but on the topic of vaginas. That was a smooth segue, wasn't it?
It's just, yeah.
It's
so great to be back.
Well, we talk a lot about women getting the yeast infection.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the papilloma? No, that's warts. What's the yeast?
Canada.
It's because you're going you're going north of the border, and that's what happens. Anyway, all right, I'm not going to work that in the joke. But here's
the cold medicine.
Here's the deal. The deal is, I'm real punchy tonight. They did tests, and they tried to figure out why certain women got these, and apparently this happens when you're younger. More often than when you're older, and some of the thing is they figure your body builds up immunity to this, but a lot of it came from the mouth of the partner, or it had to do with oral sex. Not necessarily that it was transmitted that way, but it was at least agitated or something. The number one reason was from oral sex.
You have to get me that publication.
Yeah, I want it too. No, I just heard it the other week, and I was thinking this is a good excuse for guys who don't want to be involved with that.
Yeah.
It really is. I love you too much to give you pleasure. No, I'm saying that to you, Drew.
Thanks.
Because you're pointing.
Yeah, thanks.
We got time for one more call before we go to break. I just see the word lesbian, so that's where I'm going. Max.
Hello.
How are you?
Hey, Adam and Dr. Drew.
Hi, Max.
What's up?
What's up, Max? We got about 45 seconds.
Oh, okay. All right, I just need some advice real quick for this one. All right, I had a party at my house last night, okay? And ever since I moved in here, there's 2 bisexual women live down the street. And I knew a friend who knew them, so she went down there, and then I went down and followed her, but she passed out on the couch, and me and the one woman, we were sitting up drinking, and she started kissing. She poured a shot in her mouth, and then just grabbed me and started kissing me. And
oh, really?
Pushing the shot inside of my mouth, and I'm like, holy, I'm like, yes, this is great. I was like, all right, well, give me another one. So she gave me another one. And she did it again. But then my friend walked through the door, and he wouldn't leave. But after he left about a half hour later. And me and her started dancing and messing around and everything. I'm like, I thought she was a straight, lesbian. But she told me she wasn't. And she started kissing and sucking on my hand and all this kind of crap. And I don't know. I didn't want her girlfriend to find out. And I think maybe I may have forced myself on her too much. So what's up with that? I mean, I feel kind of bad today. I haven't seen her yet today. But
she takes a shot of Jack and starts tonguing you, and you think that's forcing yourself on her?
No, because she was telling me that maybe I should leave, and I was like, I don't know. I was like, well, give me one more kiss. And
oh, okay, all right. But listen, she was just saying that as part of like the sort of checklist that women go over when they're drunk and horny. Now, I don't want to get myself into trouble here, but a lot of women feel. Oh, jeez, I'm going down a weird path here, but dead seriously, and everybody does this, and I'm the same way. When I say I shouldn't be talking about this, but I'm going to go ahead and talk about it anyway. That's my little checklist. A lot of people have their little checklist, and a lot of time she's sitting there, she's getting loaded with you, she's coming on to you, and she's going, I shouldn't do this.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's almost an obligatory I shouldn't do this, so I can say later I said I shouldn't do it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm getting it.
Now, I'm not saying no means yes, and I'm not saying when someone says, hey, I shouldn't do this, and pushes you away and leaves, you should go tackle them on the lawn and drag them into your bedroom. But I'm saying some women say, oh, I shouldn't do this, and then they'll do it anyway. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you force them into it just because they said they didn't want to do it. They could have just been saying that to relieve their own guilt.
So you think she was guilty?
Obviously, she wanted to do it, Max, or she wouldn't have been there drinking with you. That's obvious. Now, I would just let it go. You don't have to tell her girlfriend.
Should I try to see her again? I mean, she's cool.
If you like her, I would.
Yeah, but I mean...
Well, why not? But make sure you have plenty of vermouth on hand, and we'll be back. Well, hi and bye. Thanks for listening to Loveline. We appreciate it. We had a fun show tonight. We want to thank the people from Partners and all the people that made it possible here at Loveline, and we'll be talking to you tomorrow night.
So that's it, then. You have been
listening to Loveline. The opinions expressed on Loveline by Adam Carolla, Dr. Drew, or anyone are not necessarily ours. Be happy. Be happy. Happy, happy, happy.
I'm happy.
Loveline's producer is Ann Wilkins. Thank you.